Welcome to IITSC Dialogue Day 2020. I am Mong Chuan, outgoing President of AY 2019-2020, and on behalf of the Informatics and IT Studies Club and the outgoing committee, I will be bringing you along to understand the work that is done by each role in the club. So, what does the main committee of IITSC do? We are a committee of 15 dedicated students from the School of IIT that has given our time to serve the student body of IIT by organizing events to bring out the holistic aspect of education as well as foster the IIT spirit. We go by the values of CPR, which corresponds to compassion, professionalism, and respect. Our vision is to be the leading constituent club of Temasek Polytechnic, and our mission is to organize safe, cohesive, and engaging programs for the IIT student population so that everyone can reach their fullest potential. Here are our advisors, Mr. Desmond, as well as Mr. Dion. So what roles are there in IITSC? We have namely 7 roles: President, Honorary Secretaries, Honorary Treasurers, Welfare Officers, Quartermasters, Public Relations and Outreach Officers, and last but not least, Subcommittee Heads. All these roles are essential to be able to function as a club. However, by constitution, there are 8 positions that are fixed. They are bolded in this slide and are the President, Vice President, Honorary Secretary, Assistant Honorary Secretary, Honorary Treasurer, Assistant Honorary Treasurer, Welfare Officer, and Quartermaster. The other 7 roles of Assistant Welfare Officer, Assistant Quartermaster, Public Relations and Outreach Officers, and Subcommittee Heads are subjected to the needs of the club. I will now go into the individual roles to explain what they do. The Subcommittee Heads handles the recruitment of subcommittee members by conducting interviews to recruit suitable committee members. They are in charge of the team bonding camp as well as spreading the news of events to the subcommittee for them to join us. They also hold the subcommittee meetings to catch up with the subcommittee members and update them about upcoming events. Here are some of our events. The Public Relations and Outreach Officers are the photographers and videographers during the event. They also create posters and videos to publicize events and happenings. They are the one managing the club's social media platforms and website. During camps, they have a media committee which they oversee as they have other roles to fulfill as well. When external parties would like to collaborate for events, the Public Relations and Outreach Officers will also be tasked to liaise with them. Quartermasters are in charge of IITSC's assets, the logistics storeroom, and the clubroom. They are also the ones that set the rules in the student hub and enforce them to the users. IITSC does lend and borrow items from other clubs, and it is the job of the quartermasters to be responsible when checking return items and ensure that items loaned to us are not damaged before returning. Welfare officers plan social activities for the main committee members to take part in. For example, birthday celebrations and main committee outings. They work alongside the student interest groups of IIT as a point of contact between the SIGs and IITSC to ensure events like open house run smoothly. SIGs are also able to request for resources from us through the welfare officers. Treasurers have the role of managing the club finances, both internal and external. Internal finances are like the payments between club members, and external finances are like the paperwork that is required at the end of every event to detail the club expenses of the event to SDAA. There are a few documents that are crucial. They are the payment voucher, income statement, expense report, and petty cash vouchers. Payment voucher is a report that tells SDA how much is required to be paid to a specific recipient, be it a person or company. Income statement details the amount of income that the club receives. This affects the balance sheet at the end of the financial year. Expense report summarizes all the expenses in the event held. Lastly, petty cash vouchers is the request form for the loaning of money to run an event by club members from SDAA. Some recommended traits of a treasurer are to have the capabilities to handle large amount of money in the instance of money collection for camp, have an eye for detail as small errors can cause a big problem in finance. That's why the person has to be meticulous and is willing to apportion his or her time to prepare the paperwork at the end of each event. As you familiarize yourself with the paperwork, the time taken will not be as long as when you started learning. Secretary's main role is to aid the President by taking the minutes in the meeting and submitting the meeting minutes to the President and Vice President. Keeping track of time during the meeting by ensuring that everyone stays focused on the relevant topics and not deviate off the agenda that has been set out for the meeting. They also have to update the calendar for the club schedule and event. And lastly, vet memorandums when required by the presidents. Now, for the last role, the presidents. They are the overall in charge of the entire club and work closely with the staff as well as other clubs in Temasek Polytechnic. The presidents have to oversee and plan the events for the academic year, set the direction for the club, vet all paperwork within the club, and is the point of contact for other clubs in Temasek Polytechnic. So, all main committee members will be an organizer at one point or another. So here is some administrative work that is done pre and post event. For pre-event, the proposal will have to be drafted up. Locations and logistics will have to be booked or requested for. If LOA is required, organizers will have to request for it. And they will have to assess the risks that may happen during the event and plan accordingly. For post-event, the closure would have to be done. Organizers would require to check the financial statements are promptly prepared and submitted. Entry of seal points for the participants to be done, and the submission of photos to the respective venues such as our social media and staff be done properly. These are some criteria of a main committee that we are looking for. You must be dedicated to serve the student body with a commitment and passion, always looking to add value and purpose to the life of students. Want to inspire people around you, and most importantly, you are a motivated learner that has a keen interest in events planning. If you check all those boxes, we want you. The email for the student elections has been sent to your school email account, so check it out for more details. The nomination period is between 18 to 20 May 2020. So reach out to either Mr. Desmond or Mr. Dion for the nomination form. If you have any questions, do contact us through our Instagram at official IITSC or through email at mongchuan@iitsc.org. We will do our best to answer your inquiry. To find out more, follow us on our social media at official IITSC for Instagram, Tweet IITSC for Twitter, IIT Studies Club for Facebook, and our website at www.iitsc.org. Thank you.